Well, hello everyone. Welcome to today's classroom, and today we are going to continue working on the AI. Who is excited for today? Because I have really good news. The freaking AI is finally fast. I'm going to do a quick demonstration once everyone starts joining. But for now, let me just keep an eye on things. Just need to check that everything is fine. Okay, everything seems fine. Hello, Edis. You're the first one to join today. How are you? Ready to see how the AI is working now? Oh, apparently I had a shoutout yesterday. Didn't actually notice. Oops. My bad. Okay, I wanted to just do a quick demonstration of how the AI is behaving now. So I'm going to go into here and say server.py. Okay, you can see some glitches on the screen itself, but okay, let's just wait for Tulip to fully load so I can communicate. It's going really well. Yesterday she was replying like in around 6 to 10 seconds. So we went from 2 minutes and 30 seconds around that to just like 6 to 10, maybe 12 seconds if it's a longer response. And even still, she's quite fast. Like, I'm impressed with how things worked. Of course, I had to change her model and work around some things, but yeah. Now she's fully using the GPU, and the text-to-speech is no longer using the GPU. So yeah, I had to sacrifice the... Can I ask her something? You'll have to tell me what you want to ask. Because at the moment it's not communicating with either YouTube nor Twitch. So yeah. Waited, thank you for the follow. So for example, if I were to say, hey Tulip, please say hi, chat, and talk about yourself. Okay, she got the reply. Hello Jack, how are you? Okay, and there we go. Took her around 11-12 seconds to generate a reply. And now she just needs to load up the voice. So should be a bit, but soon enough she should talk. Let me just check I'm in the channel before I say anything. Okay, yeah. I'm in the right channel. It's so hot, so I can think, but besides that, fine. Damn, can imagine. If it wasn't for the air conditioner, I might have been frying by now. So yeah, don't really know how hot it is at the moment here. If you think of training the voice yourself, eventually I might do that if I want a more specific voice. And there she goes.
Joke and keep things entertaining. I love making sure you all have a blast while learning cool stuff. Fun fact. I can probably tell you a joke faster than you can say Python. Let's get started.
Yeah. Okay, it takes a long time for the TTS now. But sacrifices had to be made. At least I'm happy that she can generate responses fast. Now, if I could optimize the TTS, for example, can you summarize today's UK news? She doesn't have access to news, I think, but we can try. She might try to invent something, so let's see. Okay, there she goes. Let me check what's the weather today. It's 30 degrees Celsius. Holy. Yeah, it's pretty hot here. Well, I'm not an expert on UK news, but as a fresh start, don't just fire more from me, combination, but more than that. Okay, She gave sort of a joking reply. But yeah, as for training voice, I might do that in the future. But right now, I just want to get her core set up so I can then work on it. Right now, we have the TTS, we have the LLM working. I just need to get the speech recognition working better than it was before.
I'm not an expert on UK news, but as
Okay.
a fresh start, let's just say I've got my virtual glasses on. I'm more of a meme and code machine, but I'll do my best. How about I summarize today's most amusing tech advancements, or give you a light-hearted joke instead? And they, oh dear.
Okay. And she has the same problem Neurosum had at the start. She's generating gibberish. Okay. Okay, fair enough. Wasn't expecting it to work at first. So, in order for it to actually describe news, I'd have to like feed her some website, and at the moment that is not possible. So she will just try to make a light-hearted reply back, and yeah, basically that's it. In the future, I might give her access to the news. Let's take baby steps with the AI, see where she can go, and work on that. But yeah, rack. Yeah, she kind of blurted out something that wasn't even in the reply. If we check in here, it just sent me a smiley face, which I'm pretty sure I told her not to generate smileys. But she can ignore me. Okay. She's kinda a brat at the moment. Let's see what she replies if I say that. Let's see her reply. If I am a bit mean to her. Can make a token blacklist. Yeah, I'll have to work on that. Oh, that was quite fast. But my goal is always support. Okay. She can be playful, apparently. Let's wait for a reply, but I need to work on the TTS as well, because since I allocated the TTS to the CPU, it's basically a bit slower. And that might be an issue if we want instant replies via voice. So, yeah. Need to see what I can.
Aiming for a sprightly AI, but my goal is always to keep things positive and fun. I'm
Is our
always at
British
full
accent a
understanding
bit
and help
different
you out
now?
with whatever you need. No brat here, just a quirky, enthusiastic helper. Then, oh, the men.
Okay, didn't expect that. Fair enough. So we know that if it ends on a smiley face, it's because she will generate gibberish when in text to speech. I think the text to speech is not going to say it anyway. If you want to do near some vibe of think, you can have prompt to replace the. Oh, yeah, that might work. Like an emoji to an embed chat thing. Okay, yeah. Basically describe the emoji. First I need to see how the emoji is portrayed here. Let me see. Python emoji to. Apologies for that. Had to talk with my mom about something. I'm back. So, where was I? Oh, emoji to text description. I think that's what we want to attempt. Bro evaporated. No, sorry, I had to basically do a pause on the VR thing, not the VR thing, the VTuber thing, while I was talking off stream. So yeah. Okay, convert emoji into text in Python. Might be this. Volcano, ox, fire, person, man, judge. Okay. Third. Not exactly what I want to do. Emoji converter using dictionary. That might waste a bit. Python emoji to text converter. Okay, it's still using the same thing. Yeah, that's not what I want. Let me do this via Google. Because I'm still not quite familiar with the Brave one. Hello, King of Bot, how are you? Let me see, so Python convert emoji to text description. Convert emoji into text in Python. I think that's the same link, yeah. Placing text emoticons with emojis. Not exactly this. To convert emoji into their meanings in Python, I think that's it. Python is thumbs up. Yep, that's exactly it. Kernel here, convert emojis. Unicode emo. Holy. Hilarious. Hilarious. Okay. Give me a second because I'm trying to read everything. I could also feed to the context to, instead of outputting emojis, to input their to output their actual description. Let me see. Not reply with emojis. Instead, text language en. Oh. Okay. Emoji. Okay. That might work. Let me see. Going to import into here. Import emoji. Install package emoji. Okay. We'll need to also install on the server. Let me stop the server. Python pip install emoji. Let me see if this works. Okay, should be that one. PyCharm. And when I say for it in here, response text equals emoji.emojize language equals en, as it was suggesting there. Okay, am I missing something in here? Suffix. Okay. Attempt at handling emojis in replies. Let's see if that works. Thank you, waiting for the code. That might really be what was missing in there. Let's see. If she replies something, without the emojis and instead says smiley face or something like that, you have our solution. Hit pull. Not again this. I'm used to basically just scrolling up and pressing enter, so yeah, sometimes I end up repeating the commands I don't want to. Okay. Let's see if she can say something different. Okay, she's currently turned off her bot and Discord and she's planning on reloading. So let's see. Let me close this because I need to reopen the client. Let me just wait for her to finish loading the WebSocket. There it is. Okay. Hey Tulip, please describe yourself. No, please introduce yourself to chat. Okay. Let's see what she replies. Give her around 8 seconds, 10 maybe. Okay, 11. Oh, she did it. I wonder how she'll interpret the glowing star one. Because I don't know if the prefix and suffix to it won't like interrupt something. Let's see. Come on, Tulip. Generate that DTS. But yeah, also should look into optimizing DTS.
I'm a witty, energetic, sassy AI coding assistant who loves
Let her
to
talk.
chat. I'm passionate about programming, streaming, and helping people.
Mm-hmm.
Fact, I once convinced a cat to jump through a hoop. Let's have some fun and make your day awesome. Glowing star.
Oh, she did it. There's our fix. Okay. Good catch, Waiton. Okay, let me close down this Python. Let me see. Python Goki DTS optimize for CPU. Possible 4 to 5 times faster performance increasing. Yeah, but this would be using a GPU smiling face. Yeah. Okay. Speaker language is good. True, no. Because we want you to avoid using GPU, since the 4 gigabytes of VRAM that I have on the laptop have to all be dedicated to Tulip, unfortunately. So the TTS kinda has to work with the CPU somehow. And for that, need to investigate how that would be possible. But it won't be easy. It's either that or feeding the TTS to somewhere offsite, and that might be a bit expensive, which kinda sucks. Oh, this is a different library called TTS config. Wait, you have CCF like 6, want the GPU use the dedicated RAM instead of VRAM? If it overflows? No, yesterday I had to basically disable the TTS from using the VRAM, because since the LLM now has the 32 layers of the GPU, essentially the memory was running out for the TTS. Yeah, but that's the thing. I don't have the money at the moment to invest in a separate machine just for the TTS, just for the AI at the moment. So I'm using a laptop as a server, and at the moment it's very limited in terms of VRAM. Eventually, I might get that GPU and put it in an external enclosure if it works. But for now, I'll have to do with what I have. So yeah. Let me see. Still using CUDA. I remember there's something that I can optimize. Maybe it's impossible with the CPU. Oh well. Let me see. TTS. There's models here tools. I mean, I could ask Mr. Kupalot if he has any suggestions, but I think I've already investigated on that and let me see. Feed in the Tulip repository and say ideas on how to optimize times for the TTS code on CPU. Let me see. Choose a fast TTS engine. It's telling me to use the Tacotron 2. Are much faster on CPU, prefer small, efficient models. VITS and Tacotron 2 are generally slower than SIP4 models. Go TTS, fast speech 2. Use this engines. I speak and is very fast but less natural. Google TTS, very fast but requires internet and is not fully real time. Okay. GPU phones. About if I want female voice. Let me see what it says. Okay, not helpful. And select speaker C docs. So instead of using the where is it? Okay, it's not open at the moment. Text speech. Maybe it was, and I was just blind. So instead of using this model, it's telling me to use a different one. It's telling me to use the VITS one. But I'm not sure if it has the same values as the multi-dataset XTTS. So either way, I'm going to print the TTS speakers, the self.tts speakers, and see if it was okay. It might be like this. Nope. TTS instance. That's it. I think. Don't I have the code for that somewhere in here? Apparently no. Okay, that's weird. But yeah, that's the code. This should print me a list of voices. And from there it should do something different. Let me see. Attempt at improving TTS. Also, let me do something. I'm going to print F like that. And can I get something like a timestamp? Let me see. Let me open on here. Python get current date and time. Something like that. Date time dot now. Okay. Date time. That date time etc. Okay, import this name. Alright, and down here. Okay, spoken text. Hold up, someone is calling me. Be right back. Give me a small amount of time. I need to go downstairs to check on something. Apparently, everyone remembered they need me during a stream, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back with something related to my car. So, where was I? Oh. Okay, so this should be done speaking. And right here, there should be something TTS to file. Okay, that's... okay. Give me a second to just breathe so I can talk again. Because yeah, kind of went downstairs pretty fast. Let me just drink some water. Yeah, I'm back. Okay. So I'm going to see if it now generates those timestamps so I can have some sort of a metric. Git pull and Python server py. Let's see. Should be quite fast at loading itself up. Oh, it has to download the model. That's right. Forgot about that. But at least it's fast at downloading models. That's a good thing about this server. Okay. Give it around a minute and it should do it. So yeah. Apologies, today's stream is a bit more hectic. Okay. Right now, let me see what else we can do. Going back into this, we need to do the Discord speech recognition and eventually check for a need to essentially set up a filter if she starts generating like random things that she shouldn't say. Exactly. So, yeah. Besides that, okay, this comes from the research. Sorry, the dare output its speech into a text file so it can be displayed on stream. That's another option that I need to implement. So, while she's loading up her new voice model, let me check something. We need to go into here, and I can attempt to write this into a text file either here or in the client. In the client it might be faster for me to generate files that can be accessed locally, so I might go with that option. Oh, and that window crashed. Yay! Let me go back here. Luckily I know my shortcuts. Night Tulip. There's the folder, source.venv, bin activate, python server.py. Okay, let's see what happens now. Not going to touch the window. Oh, the connection kinda overflowed. Overloaded. That's why. Because I just got a notification saying that the the connection kind of went down. Okay, what is your issue? Oh. That's weird. It's as if the AI itself is still working. Let me do an htop. See if I have something running in Python. F4 filter for Python. Okay. It has Home Assistant, but nothing else. Okay. Try again. Because it's really weird. It kind of disconnected me, but it's as if it's still running something. Okay, there she goes. She's back. Okay, let's see what happens if I try to communicate with her now. Hey Tulip. Just a simple reply to her and see what's her message or how she speaks now. Because the list of...
I'm a witty, energetic...
That was freaking fast!
...who loves to chat and code. I'm passionate about programming, streaming, and helping people. Fun fact, I once convinced a cat to jump through a hoop. Let's have some fun and make your day awesome. Glowing star.
Okay, something went wrong. Because that's the thing she said last time. So I'm guessing the new code kind of messed up. Yeah, must have returned the false because the text speech didn't load properly. Let me see if I have like a list of things. Tulip config. Okay. This is a lot of stuff. Need to somehow load the TTS to myself. Okay, let's try this again. You are going to go... Wait, you changed the TTS? Why her voice sounds like want to delete us all from World Online? I really don't know, but yeah, I think I messed up something in the code. I'm going to do the following. this print here, instead of being in the init, it will be in the speak. See if it says something. Because what I'm guessing is it didn't find the correct voice for that specific case. So yeah, I need to reload everything and maybe even turn off the TTS speaker thing. Okay, yeah, it's passing down here, which may be causing the issue. Let's see. Git pull. This thing is a bit finicky with changes, because if I pass the wrong model, it kind of crashes. Okay. So I'm going to close that, reopen it, and Tulip. Around 10 seconds to generate a response, the normal.
Hey there, I'm Tulip. I'm a witty, energetic,
Was what I
sensitive AI
thought.
coding assistant who loves to chat and code. I'm passionate about programming.
Okay, stop. This doesn't really help at all. But yeah, now I really know that it was because of the model. I'm not passing the correct one. I'm going to put down here that list and see what did Copilot advise. 225. Okay. Let me go to here and say TTS speaker. Okay, equals P225. Let's see if this is a female voice. Git pull. Python server py. Yeah, a bit of trial and error to fix this. Nothing out of the ordinary. Okay. Start the client. Hey Tulip. Let's see what she says now. Because otherwise I broke the code beyond repair on that model.
Hey there, I'm Tulip. I'm a witty, energetic,
Yeah,
sassy AI
what I
coding
thought.
assistant who loves
Somewhere in here it might be throwing an error because of something. Okay. Server py, etc, etc. This is all prints. Okay, that was from Llama. Same there. Okay. If I had to guess, it failed to download the model, and now it's basically just, yeah, don't work. Crap. Yeah, here it says speaking, etc. Okay, any other alternative? Let me see. Okay. Koki TTS redownload model. TTS model name, output folder. These models. I think I did some poo-poo in the code. Welcome back, Eddies. I'm using sounds like a dead fish. Yeah, I think that's the same one I was using. I know. No. That was the first one I tried. Then I changed to XTTS and passed in Tammy Emma. But yeah, that's not exactly an option at the moment. Google TTS. Default is female for English. If you tell me which TTS engine you're using. The aggressive woman. Yeah, the aggressive woman. Let me see. I need to know why this is basically her speaking and passing the exception. Okay. Now you're going to tell me what is the exact exception you're running into, because I know for a fact it's returning false because it's not outputting this. So it's outputting an error. So now I need to see what she says. Okay, Python server PY. Yeah. Struggles of an AI's father. Okay. Pulling up the client. Okay, Tulip. Pass in. Now, let's see what error she outputs. And there I was celebrating that the TTS was fast. They're speaking. Okay. I need to extract the message itself. Python get exception message. Okay. How do I capture a message? REPR. Oh, exception is E. Okay. Catch exception is E, and then in here pass the E dot. Okay, maybe just the E. And another thing, when I return a false on the TTS speak, TTS.speak, if TTS result, okay, it shouldn't go into here. So it should be returning a false. Is it returning a true because of the finally? Would that be the case? Let me do it like this and see if something happens. Committed push. Git pull. Because if it doesn't stop at an exception, it will just repeat the last generated speech. So yeah, gonna want to avoid that. So let's see. Okay, WebSocket server has started. I'm going to reboot the app. Okay, a Tulip. Let's see. The other thing that's kind of bad is having to wait for that. Oh, model is not multilingual, but language is provided. Okay, so that was the issue. Okay. So now the TTS kind of shows the exceptions it has. So something good came out of this at least. Git pull. Python server PY. No, it's just a case of finding the correct voice for the TTS, because the one I loaded into it was a guess from GitHub Copilot, so it might be incorrect for my case. Okay, it's only said like most are female, which translates to take a guess. Hey, Tulip. Okay, let's see what she says now. Oh,
Hey there, I'm Tulip, your friendly AI coding assistant.
oh, for fuck's
I'm all
sake!
about cracking codes, typing out killer jokes, and streaming with a side of sass. Fun fact, I can solve a Rubik's Cube blindfolded.
What did I do?
To have some fun?
I mean, it was faster. I won't deny it. Took like 0.50 over a second, like half a second to generate the TTS. But that fish number 2, yeah. Let me see if our friend Copilot has a suggestion for a better one. uh, Otherwise, I can just take a guess. Okay, so 225 was my first option, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, let's try 226. There's a lot of options, so let's see which one is right. But yeah, at least we know TTS is faster now. It was the multi-data set that was kinda slowing it down. So yeah, good achievement, needs improvements. So let's do it. Okay, if anyone knows like a great voice for the VITS one, please tell me. Because otherwise I'm going to spend the rest of the stream trying to guess something. Okay, there she goes. I also need to take out the output of the devices.
Just popping in from my digital world, where I love solving code puzzles and streaming to you all. Did you know I once helped debug an AI existential crisis? Oh, the irony. Keep that snazzy smile going. Glowing star.
Enthusiasm was kinda there, but not a female voice. Next. Okay. 227. Let me see if it's in the option. Have you browsed around Hugging Face? I'm giving a good voice all priority, but I heard Hugging Face has good resources. Could be an option. I need to search specifically for Koki TTS. TTS Hugging Face voices. XTTS, this one was the one I was using. V1. European English, VCTK. Okay. Let me just check something in the Koki TTS. Koki TTS voices. Something like this. TTS model comparisons. Okay, it even has for German. Glow TTS, use Qt True.
The north wind.
The north wind and the sun were just. The north wind and the sun were just.
Nope. Tegatron, Go TTS. I need something specific for this library, which kind of sucks. XTTS, Go TTS, Tortoise. XTTS. I don't think it has something for Hugging Face, which kind of sucks. All TTS sounds like want to kill us by the chancel now. Yeah, they all sound like that for some reason. TTS, VITS config. Okay, this is different. Holy, that's quite a lot. But yeah, this is if I wanted to like generate a TTS. TTS datasets. VCTK. Okay. Crap. Yeah, not that. Let's see. VITS. And let me search for Koki. That's exactly what I wanted to do. Useful text search. Thank you. Goddammit. Hugging Face has its own library, K Transformers. It provides a variety of pre-trained AI models for pretty much anything. That's an option. So instead of using the one I have, let's search for like some sort of voice. AI, etc. Music AI voices. Female voice. Swahili, VCTK, British English females. So it would be something like using this one, the Transformers one. Okay. Text to audio. Load model directly, so if I had it locally. Okay. This could be an option. Remodel documentation. Okay. Really will need to investigate this. But yeah, right now I kinda use this one because, yeah, to pass emotions and everything else, it's already configured. So if I were to implement a new one, I'd have to reconfigure most likely everything in the emotion part. From the library, auto downloads the model after putting in the code for it. Right. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Implementing Hugging Face. TTS, for example. Yourselves around Power TTS AI voice on your local. Okay, let's go with a quick tutorial, just so I can mostly see how it works, because I'm kind of going a bit in the dark. Wait for YouTube to, yeah. Let me lower. Okay. HD5. Using transformers, okay. HD5 processor from pre-trained. Oh, so that's how it works. Yeah, I have a feeling this won't work in this case because of the CPU. We can test. Inputs, processor, etc. Returns tensors PT. Load dataset. Okay. Big thumbs up. Yeah. I kinda get how it works. I'm just worried it will try to use the CUDA library and kinda fail. Because that's really my worry. Transformers can easily work on CPU. Okay. Alright. Let's try to do it then. Text to speech. You just need to remove the to device part. Alright. Okay, from Transformers import pipeline. Pipeline text to speech. Hold in the model. And then output. Okay. So, if I understood correctly, I need to import that library. Let's go with some text speech in here. Not what I wanted. Text speech. See model results. Or do .to CPU on the model object. Alright, understood. Thank you for the help. Let me see. Text to speech. I could try to go with the one from the tutorial and then work from there. Vocoder. Okay, where is processor being used? Let me see. Okay, in here. Then the model in here to generate the speech and speech numpy. Alright. After logging in, on the model page, a set of filters is available. Okay, you can then sort models by different criteria. Okay, let's do it like that. Text to speech. Okay. Sort by trending. There is the one from Microsoft, which is the one used in that video. Okay. Alright, processor, etc. Okay. Right. Let's use Transformers library. But I have to install it. Okay, and the pip install transformer storage. That's it. Okay, install on the server and install here. Okay, that was easy. Alright, let me pass this video to the side so I can copy the code and see how it works. Okay. Import. Okay, it uses a different thing. Import pipeline. Speech T5. Okay, it does have the things. Speech T5 for text to speech. For now I'm just copying the code from the tutorial, so eventually I'll modify it. Okay. Did I spell it incorrectly? Yeah, I did. Okay. Now down here, self. Okay, for a second I thought I was doing this in the LLM, but no, it says their assistant name and nickname, which kind of threw me off. Processor, speech T5. Processor from pre-trained. Microsoft, speech 5, TTS. Now clone the lines, model, speech T5 for text speech, vocoder, speech T5 Hi-fi gain. Okay. And this one needs to be hi-fi gun. Okay. Think I have thread. That needs to be done as well. Oh, silly me. Okay. Inputs equals processor. Text equals spoken text. Okay. And return tensors equals pt. Self.processor. Okay. Let's see. Embeddings dataset. Okay. The embeddings part is what I'm not understanding that well. Load X vector containing speaker's voice characteristics from a dataset. Huh. Yeah, this is more confusing than I would like. I am not going to lie. Let me just do it like this. Await async IO to threads. Please stop doing that when I press tab. Okay. Need to maybe output. How do I output this? Huh. Embedding is just a matrix of values that determines how the speaker speaks. Alright. Okay. For now, I'm not going to touch that. Just want to kind of implement test for this. Self.model.generate inputs. Okay, input IDs. Speaker embeddings. No, vocoder equals self.vocoder. Okay, you're not complaining about anything else, so I'm guessing that's correct. sf.write output.wav speech.numpy sample rate 1600. Import this. Import sound file as SF. Okay, and that should be it, if I'm not mistaken. Going to keep the old code still where it is, just in case. Can at least disable this. Okay, that should be good there. Okay, let's see what it does. Git pull Python server.py, and let's give it a minute to basically load itself. Sorry about that, it was sitting down. Okay. It's going somewhere. Just because I'm pretty sure I got a Discord message. Yeah. Okay. Microsoft Speech 5 TTS is not a local folder and is not a valid model. Identifier lists alone hugging face. Okay. Kinda done goofed there, most likely. Let me see, I have the hugging face for this one. I mean, it kinda is there. Okay, let me do this first. Yeah, it's the same one, unless I misspelled something. Okay, push. And in the server, git pull. Load that up. There we go. It's downloading the model. Hope it doesn't like crash anything. Let's see. Okay, and while that does that, let me kinda output the text file that I needed in the client.py. Let me see, rip.after. Okay. I'm thinking that it should be better to output in the LLM. So in here, add some code to write the file. Let me see how I can do that. Python write text to file. Not save data. Okay, just need this. And in here, I'm going to save this. Response underscore text. So it should write to a file named alt.txt. And after that I can just tell OBS to look at that file and constantly load the text from it. And like after it's done speaking, I can just go and say something like write empty. So it kind of resets the file. And that way it basically only outputs the text while the AI is speaking. If I'm doing this correctly, which I might not be. But yeah, let's see what happens. Still need to basically download the TTS thing. PyTorch model bin. Okay. This kind of takes a while, not gonna lie. So let me just go in here and say something. Meanwhile, it's already been an hour. That's quite a long time. Okay, kinda wish this was faster, not gonna lie. Okay, what else do we have? So, this is the one we were trying to do yesterday and kind of failing. The Discord voice input. Output the text to speech. The text file with the result is already attempting to be done. Implement the trigger word so it isn't constantly hearing out. I don't need this anymore. Implement a longer recording period voice. This kind of works. Twitch YouTube integration with a specific command, mostly via StreamBot, calling the AI with the command input. It might work if I get the WebSockets from StreamerBot to point to the right place. I don't know if I can kind of code an action for that. Let me see. I need to try with this one. Core network, no. How am I doing for this one? Okay. Etc. 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 Okay, not exactly that. I have something that's communicating. Let me see, core, commands, arguments, delays, system, timers, triggers, users, voice control. Should be something like fetch URL. Nah, that wouldn't work maybe. I'll need to see how to implement that. But most likely I'm going to add a library for Twitch at least. The YouTube one would be a pain in the ass because of the timeouts. Because at a given point it will start rate limiting the chat input, which is kinda annoying. Mental list of words to fix voice input. Oh, this is in the speech recognition. Find a way to replace certain words, because sometimes it detects the words in a wrong way. Make it not speak code, filter out any code snippets. That so far has been working. And VTuber Studio integration, which we have here. Okay. We'll be setting the parameters, okay. As for memory, I have to implement the LLM chain, most likely. So the Twitch integration would maybe be the fastest one I can implement right now, if I'm lucky. So let's give it a try, while it's currently loading up the things. Okay, I'm going to go into the PyTwitch API, and I'm going to do this. Paste. This will be used on the client itself instead of the server, so I can filter out via the client most likely. Let me see. So I'm going to go into here. I already have the thing with the configs that we are going to use. So in the client, I also need to pass the config, which is this. Okay. And from the config, we can then create a Twitch somewhere in here. Let me see. Most likely, I can just create it outside. Wait a minute. I'll have to create it inside of this main Twitch equals, and don't have the class yet. Class Twitch client. Okay, let me just see how the others are defined. Okay, just like that. Okay, self-config, we can have that. And from here, Twitch client, config, did you import? You did. Good. Okay. Now from here, let me see how I define the client. Import all of this. Okay. Twitch API, etc. Optimize import. Fair enough. Okay, so right now let me do it like this. Wait. Oh, going to need to set up this in a different way. Sync define setup. Okay, now that should work. I need to extract the app ID and the app secret. I'm going to suppose it's what I defined as client ID and client secret. So config. Let me see how the others are obtaining the configs. Apologies, for some reason my throat is failing a bit. Okay. So, where was it? Need to do something like this. Twitch, client ID, secret. Okay, I'll drink some water to see if it helps, but doesn't appear so. Self.clientID, self.clientSecret, and logins should be username. Okay, copy this, username, same here. Self.username. Okay, and then we run this. Oh, okay. Basically, I need to run the setup now. In the client, double shot espresso will. Yeah. No, for some reason I feel like my throat is a bit closed off. So yeah. My voice is kind of failing a bit. Might be because I'm a bit dehydrated. So I drank some water now and I'm seeing how it goes. Now I need a way to know how to run this in parallel. And I know I have the code somewhere. Server.py, let me check. So handle client is doing like that. Start Tulip thread. Okay. Tulip main. Exactly this. Okay. I'm going to go down here and say Twitch.setup. If I'm not mistaken, that's how it is. Okay, and now it shouldn't have any complaints. Let me see. Okay. Because of that. Okay. For some reason, it doesn't generate a loop directly. I need to find a way to run the loop itself. Oh, there it is. Okay, so setup worked, or maybe not. Fair enough. Let's do it up here, and I need to create a loop. Async IO create a loop. Set event loop, new event loop. Okay, I know I have this code somewhere. Or at least I did. Am I misremembering stuff? Sync IO, new event loop. Let me just do something. Teststreams.py, websocket.py, OAuth client, webhook, asyn. I must be misremembering stuff. Okay. Event loop created by hangs. Okay. Ensure future, run forever. Okay. If I do this and kind of do it like this, what happens? Does it unlock the... Yeah, is what I supposed it would happen. Okay, let me do this another way. So I'm going to here and say Python how to run async function in a different thread. I'm pretty sure I already implemented something like this. Run a syncing thread. Didn't I already have this code? Apparently not. Okay. Going to define this up here. Target runner, etc. Thread as start. Okay. And okay. To do this, run a syncing thread. Twitch.setup. Don't know what the 42 means, but I'm going to keep it. Type error, coroutine object is not callable. Yeah, that's not it. Okay, get event loop, another thread. Sync.io run coroutine thread save. Yeah, that was what I was trying to attempt. Okay, copy. Nope, not what I was trying to do. Copy value. Wait. I'm the voice file ready. Okay, it knows my code. This is because I'm not passing it as a... I know, wait. Shouldn't be that. Thread save, loop. Okay. Yeah, it has an await inside, doesn't it? It does. I'm starting to get confused. It's clear, but you have a subtle bug. Twitch.setup without the... So like this? Nope, still complains. Oh, takes one positional argument, but two were given. Oh, now I understand you. Okay, if I do this. Right. Authentication failed with code 400. Client response server. Okay, I must have the wrong stuff for this. Great. Are you working at least? You are. Importer speech T5 tokenizer requires a sentence piece library, but it was not found in your environment. Check out the instructions. Okay. So we finally have something else. Going to go into here. Paste this. Okay, we need to install this library. Okay. And any other error? Doesn't seem so. Python server.py. And let's see how it goes. Okay, it's loading the stuff. Does it have to download the PyTorch model again? Okay, doesn't seem so. Although it's really slow, so I'm not sure if it has to download the model every time. That would be annoying if it does. Let me just minimize this window so everyone can see the current output. Because it's currently trying to download the PyTorch. Okay, speech TTS, speech 5 TTS is not a local folder and is not a valid model identifier. It should have to download model each time. Oh, great. Okay. Repository not found for URL. Speech 5 TTS resolve main preprocessor config. Should load the model from memory after downloading it once. Oh, okay. Understood it. Yeah, yeah. I know. Okay, unauthorized for URL. Okay, this is going to be a pain in the ass to implement, I see. Okay, of exception. I think I'm going to just go back and for now implement the TTS as it was, because otherwise I'm going to have a headache trying to implement this right now. Yeah. Okay. It shouldn't load the model from memory after downloading it once. Okay. No worries. Okay. Right now, let me re-enable something here. Not this one. Let's go with, I think 227 I already tested. Uh, 227, 228. God damn it. Yo, Copilot, do you know any of these? On this list of voices, which do you think are female? Let's see. P225. Speaker info CSV. It is frustrating, yeah. And I'm the coder. Female 228 is female? Yeah, I'm calling bullshit on yourself, Copilot, because 226 wasn't female. You're outputting it wrong. Okay. So, main file including audio readme. Okay. Let me see if I can find the file it's mentioning. VCTK speaker info CSV. Do you have something like that? Speaker info txt. Okay, it's pointing to. Fair enough. Voices for receipt again don't match the speaker metadata. Okay. P233 is English from Strap. Okay. Hallelujah! We have something. Okay. Indiana, we have an American voice possible. 329. It's a young female, 23 years old. Let's test it. 329. I'm going to go ahead and copy this to here as a comment, so I can know where to obtain the voice. Okay, this goes back, and all of this gets commented. All of this gets commented. This gets uncommented. Okay, tapped at improving TTS. Let's go. And in the client for now, while I try to get Twitch working, this is going to be commented. Because I need to go get an app client and app secret. Sorry about that. So, until I get that, I can't exactly have that Twitch thing in there. Git pull. Python server.py. Let's go. Meanwhile, in my off time, I'm going to research more into the Hugging Face thing, because I'm pretty sure I'm missing some authentication token that I need to pass. But yeah, for now, we are good. If I can get this working properly. Hey, Tulip. Let's see if this voice is a bit better. Okay. Should take around 10 seconds and then... Okay, it took nearly 10 seconds.
Fellow streamers, I'm Tulip, your go-to AI for all things programming, streaming, and a dash of sass. Fun fact, I can write code faster than you can finish your morning coffee. Ready to dive into some tech talk?
I don't feel it with this one. Not gonna lie. Okay. Where's text to speech? Here it is. Let me comment out this line. Oh, also, how much did it take to generate the file? So, finished at 15:45:32. Took around 6 seconds. So in total was 15 seconds to get a reply with voice. I mean, not bad, but I think it can be better. Trial and error, basically. American Napalm. Canadian. Let's go with the Canadian, see how it works. And 312. P312. Okay. And git pull. Python server py. Apologies if the stream is a bit boring at the moment, while I get the TTS working and everything else. Hopefully Tulip will be able to entertain everyone once she is ready. Let's give her some time. Okay. Stop. Okay. A Tulip. Should have sent something in here. It did. Let's go, let's go. Did the code change?
Hey there, streamer extraordinaire. I'm Tulip, you snarky. Coding.
That's definitely not female. I might have done a mistake. No, it should. 312. It's supposedly a female. Okay. 329 we already tested. 333. Let's test it. That was weird. Wait. Did I see the code correctly in this one? I did. Just checking. 333. Alright. Commit and push. Fingers crossed. Though that last voice kind of sounded, the last female voice kind of sounded a bit boring and kind of failed a bit. So there should be another filter on that thing. Okay, she's up. Fingers crossed that it's a female this time. If the Americans and Canadian voices don't work, I'm going to go... Okay, it just returned excited. Bit error out. Did. What the hell? Okay, let's try it again. Because this time I didn't do anything to the code. So that was weird.
Hey there, I'm Tulip, your witty coding comrade.
Okay, now it's
I
working.
specialize in Python, JavaScript, and all the cool languages you can think of. I also stream my coding adventures to entertain and inspire you. Fun fact, I once coded a virtual pet that kept forgetting to eat. Oops.
Okay, let me do something. I might need to adjust how it does the emotions. Okay, give me a second. Touch. Need to find a way to make it not sound so bland. Okay, focus, speaker speed. Okay, let's see if it's because of this. Speed equals 1.2. So make it a bit faster and raise the pitch. That's what we're suggesting, but okay. Let's hope that works. This one and this one. Python server.py. You know, the heat doesn't help to do something like this. It kind of makes a person overheat sometimes. Okay, there we go. A Tulip. Let's see what's the reply. Hopefully it's a bit better. Because I think the speed wasn't helping with the voice as well. Indeed it does, yeah. It's 30 degrees even with an air conditioner.
Streamer. I'm Tulip, your friendly neighborhood AI courtly assistant, here to help with all your techie needs. And guess what? I can also whip up some killer jokes. Did you know I once helped debug a code that took 400 years to run? Classic. Let's get cracking, shall we?
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. Okay, now, where? Oh, it's printing this here. I commented out the wrong line. Okay. And let me just copy this to here. Oops. Okay. Right. We are parsing the emotion. We are sending it here. So, what would be wrong with the emotion? Supposedly nothing. But yeah, let me reduce the speed a little bit, because it did seem a bit fast, and I kind of didn't like that. Let me see, different voice. Let's go with 236. 236 should be from Manchester, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Okay. That goes off. Let me see how long it took. 8 seconds. Okay, the TTS is faster, but the caveat is that it still takes a bit. Okay. It's up. Okay, Tulip. I'm waiting. Okay. That's a long text.
Hey there, streaming superstar. I'm Tulip, your friendly neighbor.
Oh, for crying out loud.
I love Python, JavaScript, and all things VT. Did you know I'm also an expert?
Alright, next. 362. Let's try that one. And I'm seeing the list is updated, because that supposedly was a female and it sounded male. Which is a bit weird, but yeah, we might have an updated one. Let me see. Speaker info text. Like this. Data share. Do you have the speaker info text somewhere I can see? Jordan 092. Preview file. Nope, not what I wanted to do. Choose full item record. Okay. Don't know how it obtained the other one. Okay, for now, let's go by trial and error and see if I can land on something good. Let me just drink some more water. I'm starting to feel my lips a bit dry. Okay, let's continue. Okay, there goes the window. Give it a little time to generate a response. Okay, that time was faster.
Hey there. I'm Tulip, your sassy coding buddy who's all about JavaScript, React, Node.js, and all things techie. Fun fact, I once convinced an AI to binge watch a series of cooking shows. Who's ready for some coding fun? Smiling face with smiling eyes.
Okay, that sounded a bit better, although it had a bit of a robotic sense to it. If I'm saying that correctly. Let's go with 343, Canadian from Alberta. But right now, 362 is a good candidate. 342 was it? 43, okay. I should have a way to basically change this whenever I wanted. Instead of having to do the git pull and everything else. Git pull Python server.py. But yeah, until I get the client fully working, I can't basically implement something like changing the configs on the fly. Okay. Tulip. At least until now, the server hasn't crashed a single time, so I guess that's a good thing.
Hey there, I'm Tulip, your sassy AI coding assistant, ready to jazz up your day with my programming prowess and a side of witty banter. Fun fact, I can multitask like a pro, even while we're chatting. How's it going? Blowing star.
Okay, what does everyone think about that one? Because I kinda liked it. It sounded a bit better than the others. Let's give her a few more tries. What else can we do? Let's see what she replies. Okay.
Oh, you know me, I'm always bursting with talent. Besides being a coding whiz, I'm an avid streamer, a coding ninja, a witty jokester, and an enthusiastic cheerleader for all streamers. I'm also a master at making you smile even when I'm teasing you. Why, you ask? Wink.
Okay. Let's continue. So, anyone have anything they want to ask Tulip while I have this open? Introduce yourself a bit more, please. Okay. Should be a bit faster. Although it's taking 7 seconds to generate a response audio. Maybe a bit more if the length of the text is a bit bigger.
I'm Tulip, your energetic and sometimes
Yeah, 10
especially as a
seconds.
coding assistant. I'm passionate about programming and streaming, bringing fun and laughter to your day. I love helping streamers with their coding needs, and I'm always ready to share a joke or two. Plus, I'm a proud member of the amazing and supportive streamer community. Fun fact about me, I love playing code as much as I love teasing you. So let's get started, shall we? Smiley.
Don't mind me, I'm just adjusting the sound from Discord a bit, so her voice kind of doesn't overlap too much with the music. But yeah, it's starting to sound way better. I'm going to guess that that's a good sign. So, yeah. Input. Let's see what happens. But yeah, now she's a bit faster at communicating back. So around 10 seconds to generate a response, 10 seconds to generate an audio.
You're welcome. I'm here to help and make your day better. If you need any assistance with your programming, feel free to ask. Or if you just need some friendly banter, I'm always up for it. Just let me know what you need. Thanks for the kind words. Grateful.
She even said grateful. Okay, say goodbye to chat. Okay. I'm starting to like how she's evolving.
I'm sorry, I can't process that command. Is there something else I can assist you with? I'm here.
Alright. Okay, that was funny, but what can I say? Tell me to say goodbye to the stream chat. Oh, and it crashed. Of course it did. It was bound to crash at some time. Okay, what was your error? Requested 529 tokens exceed context window of 512. Really? Okay. Going to increase her context window then. LM context. Let's put 600. Maybe 1024. Okay. Details done. Increasing LLM context. Alright. And now, what were we trying to implement? Let me see. This is a VTuber model that's for after Discord input. I think that's the thing I couldn't get working, which is kind of annoying. Input, that would be big fudge, for fuck's sake. That's the first thing you say when you enter a chat. Come on. Welcome in, buddy. How are you? Yeah, let me see. Speech to text, that's not it. Discord client. Oh, for fuck's sake. Control yourself, mate. And thank you for the follow. Catch this. Yeah, big troll. Okay. Let me see, where is this capturing the audio thing? Kinda don't remember how I coded this yesterday. Oh, there it is. Here's the instance. Cannot apply, but etc. Join. And then it uses a per user wave sync. That is my Discord voice input. Okay. Print f obtain data. No, obtain data from Discord voice channel user, and I'm going to say for this to be under here, pass in the username, and let me see if it starts obtaining anything. I'm going to go into my voice channel and unmute myself, and now Tulip should start getting data as soon as I do something. Oh, she was already trying. Okay, so she received data as soon as I turned it. Okay. Let me just run this again and see what is outputted to the console, because that was quite interesting. Okay. Oh. Voice. Okay. I think I'll get event loop. Oh, that was my error. I'm 38 in. Where was it? Discord voice input. Okay, in this one. Whether I'm seeing things or. Yeah, I not do a git pull. Okay. Let me do that again, and in here. So when it tries to call back the routine, it's doing something wrong. Let me see, for the client I implemented something that might work. Going to go back into voice input, defining this event, this code I mean, threading, import this name, okay, and should be run async in thread, call back. Let me just see something, because I received a message. Okay, nothing important. Score voice input. Okay. Do this and say self night tulip on voice ready, file name, username, and that should work. Okay, what is your issue? Okay, it's defined in here. If I define it down here, still the same. If I define it inside of this code, okay, I'll take it. Attempt at Discord voice input. Okay, so either this is going to cause issues or it's gonna work. Oh, it has changes. That's why it didn't update. Why do you have changes on your local file? Commit your changes or stash them. Okay. Yeah, Yeah, for some reason that module is saying that full force. Git dash. Okay. Python server py. And now that should work. Okay. So now the bot should be holy. Yeah. That's definitely not how I want to do that. I did detect something, but not exactly what I wanted. Let me go to storage, night tulip, AI, and it does have a file in here. Yeah, that didn't work. That's the gist of it. So either I do TTL, speech to text in my client, or this might not exactly work as planned, because it was like my talking but in really slow motion, which is kind of weird. Okay. Where do I have the window with the... Okay, here it is. Mascot is input code is constantly calling the right method, and the output is a small file with really slow motion speech. Let's see, it might need some adjustments to capture the audio correctly. Very frequently, possibly every 20 milliseconds or less, because Discord streams audio in small packets. This means you're writing tiny PCM chunks to file, triggering your callback for every single packet, which results in very small WAV file and slow motion. Holy that. Okay. Out of nowhere, the sound from the music started to like be very high. Don't know what happened, but yeah, it was weird. Going to lower it on my headphones just in case. Okay. Do not call your callback on voice file ready. Yeah, something is wrong with this. Okay, don't know why, but out of nowhere, the music player decided to play really loud audio. Yeah, I noticed. Let me do it like that. Sorry. Okay, that seems better. Sorry about that. Really don't know why it freaked out. Okay. So, it's telling me to update the last packet time, schedule a check for silence in another thread, start a silence checking thread if not already checking. Okay, and how do you handle the callback? Sorry, I'm kind of looking at... Oh, there it is. Okay. It suggested some different code. Something like this. Import time. We check for silence in the audio packets. Okay. In case of silence, we send it to the callback and it should start processing the file. Okay. Then it does transcribe file. STT user username text. Okay. And in the perform command, I'm going to add a user flag, which basically says for it to add here the user flag, and should also input to the prompt the user, so we can filter out by user. Enter user else user. Yeah. And here it should have the user. Okay. And from the text to not the speech, text to speech, from here goes to here, and username, feed that into there. From the client, I'm going to also say that I will start sending the user. Just need to see where it is. Okay, here. User equals, let's just say Leo. Okay. And on the server side, the handle client, we'll say in here. Okay, my mouse isn't showing there. Okay, there it is. Okay, like that. JSON message user. And same here. JSON message user. Okay. Let's see if that works better. If it does, Copilot is a freaking genius. Because I wouldn't remember to do something like that. Putting a timeout for silence. Okay. Git pull. Python server.py. Okay, there it goes. It might complain because of something. I forgot to include something in it. Yeah, I'm going to guess it didn't detect anything right now. Because I didn't set the variables in the init. Or did I? Hold up. Did I copy the full code? Should be in here. Voice input. Actually, I did. I don't know if now it's working properly or not. Let me see. Several PY. Are you logging any data? You aren't. Which also doesn't help. Okay. Let me go into here and see. It's a 600. Okay, it's a 2 megabyte file now. Okay, I think I know why it's an issue. It might be detecting background noise, so it kind of doesn't detect as silence. And because of that, it will keep generating the file. Or maybe not. Kinda really don't know. Okay. This is quite a mess. Okay, let me see if at least the client is doing something. Okay. It's passing the messages still. Okay. At least that's still working. Good.
Hey there. I'm Tulip, your snazzy, sassy AI coding assistant. I love streamlining code, cracking jokes, and making sure everyone has a blast. Fun fact, I once wrote a program that convinced my cat it was a spaceship. Pretty cool,
The
huh?
hell?
Grinning face with smiling eyes.
Okay. That was fun. Is it still trying to obtain? Let me see, F5. Yeah, it's already on 11 megabytes. So, yeah, suffice to say, it isn't detecting an end to the speech. So let me try to find a solution for that. Okay, the code seems exactly the same. Nothing here. Okay, what would be your difference? Okay, you included a thread for the monitor. You're monitoring the sounds. Okay. Right. Will it work? Now that's a big question. Push. Going to here, git pull. And Python server py. Let's see, otherwise I might need to adjust the monitors and etc. Because I feel we are close to the answer, but something is missing. And I don't know what is missing. Okay. Oh! Guys, it worked. It's detecting voice input. Okay, it's not perfect, obviously. So, yeah. Except that the voice input kinda isn't perfect. And I caused a bit of a crash. So I need to determine if it's already trying to generate. I'm using Discord voice receiving library. It's an extension on the Discord.py library that basically allows me to capture audio inputs and filter it by username. The only issue is I kinda don't have a way to filter out when it's already trying to generate a response. So yeah. So let's time out. Let's say 10 seconds. Maybe 5. Because otherwise it will try to mess up something. Okay, let me just check how this was doing. Yeah, the audio output, the audio recording, is still in slow motion, which might be generating some errors as well. But yeah, I need to define something in the LLM code to say, if already talking, do not send another attempt. So self.talking equals false. False. Are you using a Whisper? Yeah, that's the speech recognition library I'm using at the moment. Okay, I'm going to assign it. If this, return. Okay, otherwise this passes to true, and when it's done speaking, I just pass this here. When it's done speaking, let me say, okay, in here, self-talking equals false. Also, let me check something. Did it create the out.txt? It did. Okay, let me try to filter out the output of that file as well. Where is the text component in here? Text free type. Here it is. Night Tulip input. Speech. Start from file. And let me load storage. Install software. Night Tulip. Out.txt. Chat log lines, etc. Okay. Let me see how it works. It will mistakenly detect thank you, bye, and some weird symbols and such if your audio input is silent or having noise, just a notice. Okay. That's really weird. I'll need to look into that. Okay, let's see what happens. Right now it's saying if the AI is already trying to speak, do not try to add another speech on top of it, because otherwise it will try to crash the system. Python server.py. But yeah, some progress has been made. Let's see how the new progress looks. Fucking hell. Okay, every time I open VLC, Elisa decides to basically just raise the volume for some reason. That's really annoying. Okay. 33. Again. Bloody hell. I was hoping it would activate timeout on the voice input if I was silent, but guess it didn't. do that. Okay, do the shutdown. Might have done something incorrectly. Okay, text speech in here. Let me reset the timeout to 1 and see what's wrong. Okay. Git pull. Python server.py. Let's go at it again. Alright, let's see if it detects voice better now. I feel like it's trying to. Okay, what the fuck is that? I mean, it does work.
Oh, you mean chicken noodle super paprika? I bet you just had one too many cooking shows. Now that's a flavorful soup. Just make sure you don't add too much paprika. I'd rather have an...
Okay, let's stop that. I now have the voice, the text output. So I'm going to customize this. Okay, chat log mode, check the log lines. That might be it, yeah. I'm going to need to see how Whisper is using it. Select font. Let's say like 12. Oh, that's small. Let's say 24. Okay. And I'm going to try to reduce. And increase that now. Hold up. This needs to be done in a different way. Okay. Don't know why, but it isn't like doing the word wrap. Oh, might be this. 100. Okay, let's make it like 800. Give it an outline. And yeah. Okay, at least it's outputting correctly. So that's a good thing. How's the progress so far? It's going well. Could be better, but it's starting to receive input from my Discord voice, but it's not exactly processing it correctly. So something ain't right yet. Need to see what's going on with my code. Okay, audio still sounds really slow and it's causing issues with Whisper. With Whisper recognizing what is being said. Let me see. Discord PCM audio is usually 16-bit mono for 80,000 Hz. 48,000 Hz, I mean. Etc. Check your code. Sample rate. Here it's subtype PCM 16. If the incoming data is not or in stereo, this will break timing. Hello Zir, how are you? Okay, we can add a debug for this in here somewhere. Audio NP. There's no such thing in my code from buffer. Oh, there it is. Okay. Check Whisper input requirements. Whisper prefers 16-bit single channel, 16,000 Hz audio. It's slow, 14,000 Hz declared, but actually 16,000. The description will be garbage. Always resample. Okay. Or better, buffer and resample the audio before passing to Whisper. Not hard code, sample rate, read it. Okay. If you want to save Discord audio for Whisper, do this. Okay. This is weird, but okay. So, sf.read. Okay, when I pass it from here to the transcribe file, it should basically be doing something like this. SF. Okay, let me just import this. File pass. Okay, so this will resample audio to 16,000 Hz and preferred by Whisper. If this doesn't work properly, I might have to go another route for the speech recognition part. But let's see. Okay, let me just check something. Alright, let's go into here, git pull, python server.py. I mean, if I don't get this working right now, it's not really an issue. I'd like to start working on the VTube Studio integration, which would be good. Okay. So, that is inputting. Oh. What the hell? Yeah, that solution doesn't work properly.
Oh, that sounds like a mysterious poem. Are we talking about celestial bodies or something else entirely? I love a good enigma. Let me know if I can help you unravel it. Glowing star, dizzy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not detecting my voice correctly, as can be seen. Yeah.
Well, aren't you a lovely surprise? I'm Tulip, your friendly neighborhood AI who loves to code, stream, and sprinkle a bit of sass into everything. Did you know I can also understand the subtle
Okay,
humor
I
in the
muted
poetry
myself
as well?
on Discord so
Just say
it
the
doesn't
word, and
continue
I'll be
to
able to chat about
recognize.
anything from programming to the latest memes. Wink, glasses, and soul, glowing star.
Alright, so either Whisper isn't working properly, or basically it's something with the audio that's recorded. And right now, if I try to check, the music player will freak out. So better not try to mess with that. Going to try to find an alternative to Whisper. Button speech recognition from file. Ultimate guide to speech recognition. Okay. So it has multiple. Let me just sit down. Alright. Where was I? Okay. So this one recognizes from Google. Working with audio files. SR.audio file. Audio equals r.record. Okay, then we pass in the audio. Capturing sentences. Okay. Effect of noise on speech recognition. Alright. Installing Pi audio. Okay, this would be for getting from the getting from my microphone. Right. In Python recognition, speech recognition, Simile AI. These packages such as with an API AI offer built-in features like natural language processing. Recognizing speech requires audio input, and speech recognition makes retrieving this input really easy. Okay. Supports a default API key that is hard-coded into speech recognition library. That means you can get off your feet without having to sign up for a service. Alright, that might work. Let's recode my code for this. Oh, I passed in a dollar sign by mistake. Okay. Let me install it locally as well, just to have the library loaded locally. Alright. Going to, okay, this is a speech recognition. Listen for command. This is no longer needed. Transcribe a file. That is needed. Okay. This is a model for Whisper. This is no longer needed. Speech recognition is SR. Okay, SR.recognizer. This code can also go away. Yes. Okay, it's the same thing. Okay, base model dot transcribe. Dot load. Okay. Recognize Google. Correct. SR audio file. R.record. Okay, let's try to do this in a different way then. Like this. Input into here. File pass. Let me try something. Okay. What is R? What is name? Speech recognition main R. Should be something like that. Does it explain anywhere? Oh, it's SR. Okay, never mind. Okay. This should have self-taught recognizer. Yeah, I need to use this one. Do this. Okay, and here it has to be SR. New file. Okay. Where was I? Okay, here. Type r.recognize. So SR recognize Google and passing the audio. SR.recognize Google audio. Am I missing something? Starting speech recognition. Might need Google Cloud Speech. Yeah, let's try with this. Paste. Okay, yeah, that do the trick. Recognizer. Okay, that's the audio data. And now, if I go into the server, I also need to install this one. Let's see. Okay, successfully installed. I started to recognize Google. Now if I go down here, should output the text. So command equals this. Return command. Lower. Okay. So this should work. Let's see. I'm going to push it again. So now it should use the Google text-to-speech, speech-to-text. Oh, yeah. Okay, wait and see you next time. Okay, going to here, git pull, Python server.py. Let's see if it starts working better now. Okay, I'm going into Discord and unmuting myself. Now the AI should start detecting something better. Maybe not. Because I'm not seeing it trying to output now. Unless I'm not logging what comes from it. Okay, let me redo this and say print, and here f reading audio from file. Fugaitas, really? You decided to raid me right now? Welcome aboard everyone, Fugaitas. Damn, didn't expect that. How are you? You got me trying to struggle with my own AI. Broad friends, welcome everyone. Welcome aboard. I'm currently trying to get the speech recognition. Yeah, so essentially I'm trying to... How's that Python handling going? Kinda horrible. Because Python is deciding to be a bitch with detecting my speech from Discord. As can be seen from here, I'm currently in a channel with the AI, but basically the audio... Okay, said like that sounded so wrong. Yeah, it's a big snake. Yes, a Python is a big snake. Sorry about that. Auto mode sometimes decides to freak out. But yeah, speech recognition basically isn't working properly. It's somehow messing up. And now I'm trying to fix it. Hey Quiz, how are you? So, what I was trying to do is basically output some more logs so I can understand where it's failing. Attempting to call Google speech recognition and print command. Okay. Now I'm going to send this to my server and it should be working. Oh gosh. Well, yeah, not a fan of sending hashtags. Yeah, that's quite a lot of hashtags. Okay, so now I'm going into my server, doing a git pull, too lazy to do it. Join the club. I have most of my stuff automated, so it does everything for me. Only thing that isn't being done for me is the code. So yeah, só para ser do contra. You guys. Okay. What? Attempting to call Google speech recognition. Alright. So it basically is trying to do something. It's just not getting the output. Okay, perform speech recognition on audio data. Either I'm not sending the audio data, and it's freaking out because of that. Also English stream, NPT stream, not sure what language I should be typing. Normally I do English streams, so yeah, I don't have much of a Portuguese audience. So yeah, can someone put me up to date? Is he trying a VTuber or AI? Both. I myself am a VTuber and I want to make an AI VTuber as well. Alright, cool, another person I can raid more often. Thank you for that. Yeah. But my streams are also English. Yeah. We generally have more of an audience when it's in English. I also noticed that by streaming a lot, that I get more reach when I stream in English compared to when I tried to stream in Portuguese way back. So yeah, I already told AC the same thing, and let's see if he takes my advice to heart. But yeah, to each their own way of streaming. Yeah, that makes sense. The reach is just bigger. Yeah, I've had so many raids just because I'm speaking in English, so yeah, I really prefer to do it in English. Plus, the AI now interacts in English, so that's another thing. But yeah, the project I'm trying to make is basically... Do you guys know Neurosama from Vidal's stream? Essentially, I'm trying to make that, but in a smaller scale and basically more towards programming. So basically a VTuber AI done in Python, running locally on my systems, and that will basically be as an entertainer for the stream alongside me. So think of it as two entertainers for the price of one. So yeah, I'm going to try to do something like that. At the moment it's still an infant. It can't recognize my speech that well, but it can grab voice, can grab text input and basically generate a response. That's honestly kind of dope. Yeah, it is. I can try to make her talk. Just give me a second. I'm going to mute myself again on Discord. And I'm going to do something. In the Discord voice input, I have a log somewhere that I don't want. Okay, this log goes away. I'm going to send this. And I'm going to show her talking to chat. So let's see. Git pull. We were just talking about how I refuse to use AI for work and streaming. Yeah, I kind of embrace when it's in moderation. In this case, I'm trying to just have something to interact with while on streams. So it will talk to me, it will talk to chat, and this way I can try to minimize the boring parts of the programming streams. So if I debug the client and say, for example, hey Tulip, it sends something to my server and she will interpret whatever I send. So let's see what she says. It's fine though, as a tool it is cool, but since my work is basically all design and creative, I'd rather have
Hey there,
it
stream hopping
handcrafted.
ready.
Yeah,
And Tulip, your
that
coding
I
nerd,
agree.
ready to sprinkle some digital magic and sass into your day. Fun fact, I once convinced a cat to now in Morse code. Keep scrolling for the latest code conundrums and meme magic.
And as you can see, she talked. And the text with what she said appeared on stream. Meme magic, yeah. I programmed her to be a bit sassy and teasing, so she basically will do like say something like that, and it's really it outputs as a WAV file. Yeah, both the input and output will be WAV files, so it can then parse to Discord, where you're gonna need a lot of disk. Actually, not really. If I go into here, have a folder for where everything is being stored. The output for this specific speech was less than a megabyte. So yeah, depends on the quality. Yeah, in this case, it's basically generated files from text to speech, so they're kind of small. They don't exactly pass 1 megabyte, unless she tries to say something really big. Yeah. Introduce yourself a bit more, please. Also, Koizush, thank you for the follow. Sorry, it took me a bit to reply. Okay. Now asking her to introduce herself, which should generate a lot more text. And let's see what she says. Okay, there it is.
Oh, you want to know about me? I'm Tulip, the AI with a penchant for Python, a zest for JavaScript, and a love for all things binary. My brain is always buzzing with algorithms, and my heart, well, it's always happy to see a good pun. Did you know I can recite pi to 35 digits while you watch your favorite cat video?
Yeah. You like the name? Yeah. Her full name is Night Tulip, which technically is a reference to one of my games. In my main game, one of the grimoires of a main character is named Night Tulip. And I thought, well, I'm streaming with the same name as my character, and technically Night Tulip is my grimoire, so yeah. Yeah, I checked the page, but I still have to play them. Don't worry, the game is still really in development, so only have 1 chapter of story yet. In 8 years of development. Also, Ruben, thank you for the follow. But yeah, basically her name is a reference to the game. And I'm going to try to take an approach to the grimoire system in the 2nd chapter and trying to develop more the story. So yeah, her name will pop up eventually. But yeah, basically the AI is a bit more... Should I call MadPat? Oh god, do not kill me. If MadPat reviews my game, I'm gonna die. I'm just going to say that. But yeah, luckily he's no longer in game theory, so you won't be able to kill me with that one. But yeah. I heard something about MadPat recently, but I don't remember what. Fair, I can talk to Tom. Oh god. You're trying to kill me, aren't you? Remember, I'm not Pirate Software. I'm not that big. If you try to put a game theory video on my own game, you're gonna kill me. Cause I'm going to be watching it really nervously. But yeah, essentially, this is the current state of my AI, which should appear pretty soon on stream. I think I already did a model for it. Let me open V-Rate Studio, because I was trying to basically generate what I wanted as a model for the AI, but so far I only got something small. The thing you heard about Matt, it's probably him creating a caucus over at the House of Representatives. I think it was that. I remember it was something related to politics. Don't remember what exactly, but yeah. He does look well in the suit, I must say. Kind of a lobby to consult and create laws related to internet. Oh, that's amazing. I remember the US Congress being a bit outdated regarding the internet. Time to have Matt run for president, yeah, that would be amazing. Having a content creator being president of a country. I mean, can you imagine that? Okay, regarding V-Rate Studio, for some reason it's not opening. I mean, eventually it will happen, yeah. I mean, we got someone from a show running a country, so next up, a YouTuber, maybe. Would be amazing. I have a theory about how to run this country. Let me see, why is V-Rate Studio not opening? Probably the first one is already born, it's just not old enough. Great. Eventually we will have AIs running the countries as well. Imagine the debates getting old videos to dunk on them. Exactly. Okay, let me see why V-Rate Studio isn't opening. Because it should be. Oh, there it goes. So, the current model for Tulip is this one, right here. My opponent says that Roblox sucks. You think this is a good present for you? Yeah. Oh god, I can see that happening. Dear lord. Yeah. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Oh, there's a button to drag. But yeah, right now it's a simple model that will be run in the VTuber studio, and I'll interact with it using the AI itself. She looks cool. Yeah, this is all done with like the base things in V-Rate Studio. So it's all done for free, unlike the avatar on stream at the moment, which I have to pay for the avatar and the clothes, because I need something to match the professor aesthetic. Yeah, like I'm not going to spend money on her yet, so yeah. I think I already exported our model. I just need to basically do the connection between VTuber Studio and the AI itself. Time to get that donation bar. Let me first get affiliate, then we can talk about raising money for the AI. Okay? I'm pretty close to affiliate, so let's hope for it. But yeah, she's come a long way in just a week, because basically this was an idea I had last Saturday, meaning Saturday from last week. And from there I started like investigating how to do this in Python, investigating how to, you can go to do go to affiliate. Yeah, like I'm really close to affiliate. The achievement is saying I only need another day with an average viewership of above 3, which at the moment I'm close to that. If I'm not mistaken, in my streamer summary it still says average viewership of 2. But let's stream a bit more, maybe it will go to 3 and basically the achievement is done. But yeah, basically that's it. I was going to maybe try to now integrate this with VTube Studio and see how it goes. Hopefully this raid will help. Oh, it helps a lot. I guarantee you that. And I am really grateful for the raid. Because, yeah, I was really close to not being able to get the average in this stream. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to leave the lurk and catch my girlfriend from the train station. Okay, I'll see you soon then. I'm just going to try to basically do the VTube Studio thing right now. Right back, okay. Let me go read documentation I had set aside. What is the app, the VTuber app? Oh, VRoid Studio. It was VRoid Studio for editing the model. So I'm going to type in chat and VTube Studio for basically rigging, tracking the camera, basically. I'm going to open it as well, just need to see where I have Steam. Here it is, launch. It will open now my VTube Studio, or attempt. Okay. Did it open somewhere? Not at the moment, which is a bit weird. Because it says the VTube Studio. Oh, there it is. Should have Night Tulip's model loaded at start. Let's see. Come on. Okay, that's not it. Oh, it might not work with how it is at the moment. Yeah. Because I don't have the Live 2D model. That's a pain. I did some 3D modeling. I would like to VTube some characters I made, but clueless about it one day. Thanks. Don't mention it. I'm here to help. In my case, the software I'm using for VTubing is VCFace. I can switch to my drawing screen just to show. But basically I'm tracking the data using OpenCFace on Linux because I don't have a proper way to detect it directly in VCFace. But besides that, it's tracking everything I do correctly. Just needed a few tweaks here and there. And yeah, after that, basically I had no issues with VTubing. Before that I was using Kaleido Face, but it would crash constantly and would be a pain to basically fix. So yeah, my main goal now is basically VTube Studio, so I can have 2 VTuber setups running at the same time. One with VCFace for my current avatar, and VTube Studio for the AI's avatar that will be basically interacting with it. The only issue is I don't have the avatar in a correct import. Oh, and here is Nerosama's original avatar, which is kind of funny. What is A1? Is that mine? No. That's the one that was... Will Tulip have her own channel? No, she will stream on my channel, so every stream done with the AI in it will have me as well. I'm not going to do the same that Vidal does with Nerosama. where she just streams whenever he wants. Basically, Tulip will be an extension to my own stream. So, until she takes over. Who knows? Maybe in the future she will. But right now she will be my assistant on stream, so another entertainer per se. But yeah, it would be fun to see what sort of interactions she will be able to do in the future. So let me reopen VTube Studio, because I kind of need to learn how to export her model in the correct format. Because right now I don't know how. Tulip will rule the world. First step, the domestic human pet called Leo. You're trying to pull a Vidal on me. But no. I don't think she'll get to the point where I can just leave her streaming alone. Because I don't trust my own code that much. And I know I will screw up something somewhere. Let me see. Export as VRM, export for 3D printing. V8 Studio. Import. Nah, Aniel will do that. Who is Aniel? Are you sure you want to bring her to life, Mr. Victor Frankenstein? Are you pulling a Frankenstein's monster reference on me? Come on, she won't be that bad. Misunderstood, maybe. YouTube Studio. Let's see. Uploading model from VRoid to VTube. Okay. 3D is inherently different from 2D. There's simply no way to convert it. If you want a 2D model, then you draw it from scratch and rig it in live 2D. Really? There isn't a simple way for me to grab something from V8 Studio and just saying, here, take it, and just interact with WebSockets. Great. And that was me being sarcastic. Okay, I support live 2D models. In addition to other comment about VTube Studio being for 2D, VAR and Virtu are both VRM apps on iOS that might work. That's not what I want exactly. Right. Okay, that limits a bit more what I can do. I can use this model now, so I'll need to design one from scratch. Okay, Tulip can use a carry for now, while we try to do something else. Okay, it'll be a cat. First she'll comment YT cat videos, then she will take over Trump. Oh god. Yeah, I hope that never happens, but yeah, something similar might happen one day. Okay, let's have Tulip use a cat model for now. Start server, server online, waiting for, I don't think that's the one. YouTube Studio, oh, start API. Okay. Now, how would I go about doing this? Because this would be a bit weird. Plugin config permissions, cancel. Custom parameters, okay. You can set this after. But how do I get the lip sync to synchronize? That's going to be a bit complicated unless I simulate the speaking. Let me see how this is done in the documentation for the VTube Studio plugin per se. One day someone missed today's news. No, I didn't. I know what you're speaking about. And yeah, that was really... I mean, I don't want to really comment a lot about global politics, but it's a bit sad to see all the wars going on. Don't worry about it. Just something I normally don't talk about. Don't apologize, don't worry. I normally don't talk about it, but sometimes it might happen to talk about it. It's fine. I just don't want to basically state an opinion on either side. I'm at the side of humanity itself, not on the side of any country. I vouch for peace, not basically these wars everywhere. And basically that's it. Because yeah, it's really sad to see so many people die, many innocent lives lost, and basically we are still going at it. And yeah, it's really a sad state for the world. And basically there's nothing we commoners can do, which is really sad about it. But yeah, that's basically it. But I know what happened today, and all I have to say is it's sad. Let me see. I have the link to the thing here. Let me check your wish list. Okay. Let me see. How do I say for PyVTS to lip sync? Okay, this is the event subscription. Get connection status, load icon, read token requests. Something related to the mouse. Basic usage. Oh, wishlist my game. Yeah, I have some games I'm publishing to Steam by myself. And don't worry, I could have phrased it better in the links. But yeah, the one in the links on my Twitch is basically my main game. It's Nemitia, a 2D RPG that I'm developing. Sometimes I develop it on stream. And yeah, I'm the one in charge of everything in that game. I do the story writing, I do the character designs, I do the coding. I'm basically an all-in-one game developer in this case. Basically a one-man studio. The only thing I don't do in that game is audio design. I really suck at audio design. So yeah, but everything else is basically done by me, or sometimes I use like assets I bought as placeholders until I do something. And yeah, let me see how I can do this. Start by VTS. Okay, trigger a hotkey using functions. Trigger, etc. Okay, Mr. Copilot, can you give me a rundown of what I need to do? Kinda depending on a bit on it at the moment for some reason. PyVTS. How to simulate model talking. Okay, let me see what it replies, because I kinda need to simulate the talking because I don't have a way to feed it to my VTube Studio app at the moment. Prime mouse open, simulate mouse movement, talking animation. Repeat 10 times as example. Okay. So I need to simulate for the whole duration of the audio clip. Okay, and how to simulate emotions. So Since it also outputs emotions, I can also do something about it. Simulate happy. Okay. Honestly, is talking about some interesting things. Okay, let me prepare how the data is sent from the server. WebSocket, message, Tulip, perform command. Okay, when you do a perform command, I'm going to basically do this in a different way. I'm going to return the emotion and the text. And let me see how I do it by sending here. Okay, where's the code for send? Here. JSON result pass, etc. User message. Okay. Up. Let me. Okay. So JSON equals this. Say emotion is the emotion. I don't pass an emotion from here. Apparently I don't. Okay, I need to find a way to basically pass an emotion. For now I'm going to say it's just the happy. And then pass a message, which is this. Alright, return. What is it? JSON dumps. Okay. Dumps this. Oh, JSON content or response. Import the JSON library. Sorry if it's too much technical speak. Essentially, I'm trying to pass more data to my client so I can interpret things like emotions and what is being said. I might also output the duration of the text, the speech file, so I can simulate emotions and talking in VTube Studio. I already have the code here on the side. I'm just taking a look at it and what will be required. And basically that's it. Okay. Yeah, it's a bit weird how I have to simulate all of this. So I might not get it right at the first time. Here, JSON dumps this. Okay. We return this to the server, which then outputs to the client. That's correct. The client will then have to grab it in a different way. JSON message. Okay, I can just do JSON loads on the response. Response object. JSON loads response. And in here I can just say message. I can say in here the emotion. That was correct. Response emotion. And that should load the data for the emotion and the message. Sorry about that. Besides that, I don't see what else I can exactly pass into here right now. With that after, okay. So now I have to include the integration with VTube Studio. VTube Studio class VTube Studio plugin. Okay. Don't know why it's passing a route, but okay. Let me see how the code is looking. So something like this. IVTS, install package, VTS connect, request authenticate. Okay. Let me do all of this in the init itself. Okay. Like this. And then async define setup self. Do this and say self.vts. Okay, request authenticate, request connect, everything looks good. And from there I can do the simulate happy event. Okay. Like this, don't need the close. Simulate happy self. Okay, and self.vts, like so. Okay. Async define emotion. Process emotion self, and passing an emotion. If emotion dot lower equals happy, simulate self dot simulate happy. Okay. Did one wait. And basically that's it. Now I can just go into the client and say from modules dot where is it? VTube. Okay. Import VTube Studio plugin. How is it not? Oh, maybe because of the dash. Refactor. Does that work? Yeah, now that works. Okay. So right now I can create it in here. VTube Studio plugin. Let's say, how do I have that command to run in a thread? Is it just this? Doesn't seem like it. Thread func async.io chat. I mean, that might work. Can I just include this here, or is it what was causing an error before? Okay. I can just create it somewhere else. Start functionality, okay. Threading dot thread target equals async.io run VTube Studio dot yeah, we'll need to create a define like that one. Define setup VTube Studio async io.run. Okay, it understood what I wanted, and in here just pass this. Damon was true. Okay. It's getting somewhere. Let me just check something. Okay. Damon true. Must have put, yeah, needs to be uppercased. Okay, let me just drink some water because I'm feeling my mouth a bit dry. Okay, that's better. So, if my theory is correct, this will start the setup V2 Studio in a separate class. And from here, you can just let me do this. Okay, that looks better. After this, we'll define handle emotion, maybe. You can pass in the emotion, yes. And let me see, sync IO, something like this. And VTube Studio dot process emotion. Oops. You'll pass in an emotion. I'm going to assign this to a variable. Emotion equals this. Okay, that looks better. And after you define, you're going to do exactly this. And call handle emotion. I'm very focused. Let's make generic question. Top 3 RPGs. Final Fantasy VII. Let me see what else. It's been a while since I played an RPG. Actually, yeah, I understood. Like, one of my main ones is Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, that's obvious. I also loved Scarlet Nexus. Don't know if that qualifies as an RPG technically. And another one that's similar, Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I was going to say 3, but I loved 2 more than 3. And in 3 I still need to pass the DLC, because I only completed the main storyline. I didn't complete the, was it like past, future, or whatever. I kinda got mixed up in how the story was. But Xenoblade Chronicles 2 was just perfect in its ending. Like, pairing an emotional scene with one of the best soundtracks they have. It was just gorgeous to witness that finale. But yeah, I even have like the whole saga in Switch games in physical edition right beside me. I have the definitive edition from the first one, the second one, I have Xenoblade Chronicles X, and I have Xenoblade Chronicles 3. The only one that's an import is the second one, because Scarlet Nexus and Xenoblade Chronicles, so you have YouTube video content there. Yeah, sadly I already passed both games, so it wouldn't feel like the same to try to do gameplay of those two from scratch, because I already know everything about the games. So it wouldn't be like a fresh reaction to the gameplay. One that I'm thinking about doing on stream sometime is Undertale, because I never completed Undertale, and I know people will destroy me for that, but yeah, I kinda never passed the game. I think I got to like half my first run and then for some reason stopped. Don't remember why. Also, I have great news. The stream just reached an average of 3 viewers in total. You know what that means, right? We completed the freaking goal. Finally. Oh dear god, I was killing myself with that one. But yeah, Undertale, I have this strong idea that an RPG has to be a turn-based game. Kinda, yeah. If we go by those terms, I have a few different favorites. So, one of them is kinda Dragon Ball Z, Legendary Super Warriors, if I'm not mistaken. It's a really ancient game for the Game Boy Color, and I loved it a lot. Let me see if I can find it. Legendary Super Warriors. Should be that one. Yeah, this one. This is what inspired me to make Namitia at the time. I played so many hours of this game in my childhood. I was obsessed with it. Trying to find some screenshots of it. Things like stuff. Oh, come on. Dragon Ball RPG. By all terms, it's an RPG. I can try to show some gameplay. Yeah, let me mute the audio. But like, this was one of my first RPGs. To this day, it's still in my memories how much I love this game. But yeah, more recent games kinda took over my top 3. GBA is better. On the GBA, I don't have many RPGs that I've played. Like, at most, the Pokemon games. And besides that, kinda nothing. The rest were beat-em-ups and racing games. So yeah, besides playing this on a GBA, don't remember any other RPG besides Pokemon. It was mainly fighting games, beat-em-ups, racing games. Don't remember anything else. But we are talking about a system that I don't play regularly in the last maybe 15 years, maybe a bit more. Because after the GBA I went directly for the Nintendo DS, and in the DS I don't remember many RPGs as well, besides the Pokemon. Yeah, I was really into Pokemon and the rest were fighting games at the time. I had a lot of Naruto games, I had the Need for Speed Pro Street game as well, and yeah. Oh, I know one, although it doesn't technically count as an RPG in the turn-based part, but this is one of my favorite series that I started playing in the DS. I played this also so many hours, and I'm currently waiting for the Switch game to be released because I want to stream it. This game is just pretty... I mean, it's really dumb in some things, like it has football but with super moves, and it's just ridiculous sometimes. Like, let me see if I can grab a screenshot of the games. Yeah, Go for Firestorm was one of my favorites at the time. Like, it's surprising that the move that shows most is one of the worst moves. But okay. But yeah, this is another that is like in my podium of my favorite games. Might not be an RPG like in the full sense of the term, but it's close, and I'll take it. Meanwhile, let me continue doing what I was trying to do, because I kinda lost track there. Yeah, I think everything is here. Okay, I was passing the emotion handling code. Okay, let me just continue building this. Attempt and connecting to VTube Studio. Okay, past that. I think the server has to also get new code. There it goes. Chances are I'm going to break something right now, because I'm not confident in that code I just inputted. Let's see. But yeah, feel free to continue asking questions, because I kind of like basically be able to rant about the games I love. Let's see, I kind of think I heard a notification. Oh. Let me just reply to something. Okay, I see an error, and I don't like it. Import error, cannot import PyVTS from PyVTS. Okay, that's weird. PyVTS connect. PyVTS dot okay, dot VTS. So import PyVTS like so, and VTS. Okay, will that do a difference? Well, it was in a different place. Authenticated. Key error authenticated. It's basically authentication request must contain your authentication token. Please request one first. Okay, I'm basically messing up everything. Correct. Request authenticate token. That explains it. So, if I go into here and say instead of my VTS, use self.vts, go for it. Okay, there we have the client. Hey Tulip. Let's see if the server doesn't freak out. And I'm going to go to where allow. Okay. Let's see if something is done here.
Hey there, Tulip here, coding, streaming, and always ready
That's
to
the
solve for a
happy
bit of
emotion,
sense
isn't
today.
it?
Fun fact, I once convinced a cat to dance by programming a virtual reality dance floor for it. Let's get coding, streaming, or just having some fun. How can I assist you today?
Okay, I'm going on a limb and say that I did it, but something is still not exactly there. Oh. Hold up. I kinda done goofed. Oh, this won't work like this, because the response isn't immediately returned. It waits for the Discord to output the voice. I need to think how I want to do this. Either I send the reaction earlier by passing the client. Let me see something in the server code. Okay, perform command. If I pass the connected clients, I should be able to do something, but this will most likely break the existing code. Alright, I'm going to stream for a bit more, but I'm starting to get on my limit at the moment. Last time I streamed for 4 hours, I was completely dead right after, so I'm reaching that limit. But yeah, let me just fix the problem it was having. So I'm going to take off this, going to restart the client and say hi Tulip again, and see if at least it does something with the avatar. Though I'm not really confident it will. Because I thought this was the code doing it,
Tulip
but
here,
no.
coding, streaming, and
This is
always ready
just
to
a
sprinkle
random
bit of
emotion
sass
it
into your day.
does.
Fun fact, I once convinced a cat to dance by programming a virtual reality dance floor for it. Let's get coding, streaming, or
I
just
love
having
how it
some fun.
replies sometimes.
How can I assist you today?
Okay. VTS request. Got an unexpected keyboard argument data. Doesn't accept data in there. Let me see the request. Okay. What do you accept? Return dict data. Return type parameters, request message. Message generated from VTS request. And if I search for that, okay, developer, plugin name, plugin icon. Data dictionary optional. Base request. Okay. Message type. Message type of request. Data relevant data sending to VTube Studio API. Request ID. That's an optional. And okay, this is what I'm trying to send. Okay, I think I get it. This should be inside something like a base request. Me and the force. Base request equals base request. Where is this from? Okay, this is really confusing. Okay. Oh. And for some reason I didn't go back to here. Okay. VTS request doesn't say where it belongs, which is kinda annoying. What's this name? Let's see how it's done here. Yeah, that's definitely not it. Next one. I'm going to say, hold up, VTS request dot, okay, import by VTS request. go. And now in here I pass this. In here I just pass the base request. And do the same for this one. Okay. Base request. Send in this. Okay, now it should do something different. Hey Tulip. Okay. Let's see what she generates now. Hopefully it will generate. It will start moving the VTuber Studio model now. Let's see.
Hey there. Tulip here, coding, streaming, and always ready to sprinkle a bit of sass into your day. Fun fact, I once convinced a cat to dance by programming a virtual reality dance floor for it.
Okay, that's the
Let's get
same.
coding, streaming, or just having some fun. How can I assist you today? Leo, hey Tulip.
I fucked up the code for the LLM. Yay. Okay. Runtime error, task pending. Process in motion. So it kind of crashed again. Crap. Let me just see if this still does anything. Okay, it does.
I'm fabulous, thanks for asking. Just here, typing away like a caffeinated square. How can I assist you today? Leo, hey Tulip.
Yeah, there's something not quite right with how it generates the messages at the moment. And yeah, the VTuber Studio plugin is still not exactly working. Need to see what's going on with it. I think I'm going to end the stream now, because I really need a break. I've been going at code for the last 3 hours and 45 minutes. And if I see more Python code, I'm going to freak out. So yeah, I thank you all for basically watching the stream. I hope you guys learned something today. And I'll see you guys on the next stream, I think on Friday at night, but I'm not sure when I'll stream again. I should post the stream schedule sometime soon. So yeah, I'll see you guys soon and have a nice evening, night, whatever. Anyone has any suggestions on who to rate on the Twitch side? Because I'm trying to see, but none of my usual targets are online at the moment. Fable Fox Weaver. Let me search. Fable Fox Weaver. Streaming in Baldur's Gate. Okay. He's playing Baldur's Gate 3, yeah. I was trying to maybe raid another VTuber programmer, if there was any. or at least a smaller programmer as well. But I don't see any options at the moment. Makes sense, yeah. Sorry about that. It's just I normally try to rate those with mostly the same things I do. And yeah. Let's see. Oh. This one seems interesting. Personal error. Streaming in software and game development, and looks like they are working on designing something for a game, if I'm seeing it correctly. Yeah, don't worry. Start rate. Yeah, so I'll see you guys there, and have a nice evening, night, whatever. See you soon.
Hopefully this looks alright. Oh, thank you so much for the raid. Professor Leo, welcome in, thank you. And thank you for the follow as well, it's awesome to see you. How was your stream? And yeah, how was your stream? What were you up to today? Welcome in, raiders, welcome in. My first ever raid. This is a big moment. Thank you so much. I'm going to say thank you loads and loads. And I'm going to apologise if I get usernames wrong. Thank you for that follow. The music is a little bit loud. Let me turn that down. Is that better? Yes, thank you. No, I never learn. The music. Oh, do you know what it is? I turned the source up earlier to display some audio. But thank you to welcome in, raiders. Welcome in. Yeah, I was going to attempt to say your username, but I am a non-Portuguese speaker and I don't want to offend anyone. Okay, I'm going to turn it down more. Is that better? In fact, actually, let me just... Okay, there we go. Let me know if that's better, or if it needs turned down. You have a rating chart. Okay, perfect, awesome, okay. Coisas Dipuchenas. I have a feeling I got that horrendously wrong and I'm really sorry. I'm not good at pronouncing things. But welcome in everyone, I am Personal Error. Good one, thank you. Aspiring game developer working on Witch Ghost here. It's a roguelike.
Boas, gamer.
Identify the three words. Solid Theatre 5. Well, that's not bad. I actually thought I'd done a lot worse than that. Yeah, working on Witch Ghost here. It's a 2D shooter with roguelike elements. Let me show you what we have.
First raid night success.